What if your church could help a child go back home to their family who loves them and is changing for the better?
What if you could help a foster or adoptive family with the resources they need to keep caring for children?
What if your church could prevent a child from needing to be placed into foster care?
If your church is a CarePortal church, you are already doing these things.
It does seem so odd that we're not even at a year and there's been so many amazing things that have happened during that time, but I guess there are two that I'd like to touch on. One of them is a story of a woman who had several children already, was pregnant and expecting another with her husband, and she had a massive heart attack. And as a result of the heart attack, her baby was born prematurely and had significant special needs. The dad, because of caring for their children, because of making the trips to two different hospitals, one where the mom was and one where the baby was, got behind on bills. And they'd been paying a little bit towards their utility bill, but had fallen significantly behind. A doctor had written a note saying that it was medically necessary that the electric not be turned off because of the baby, but that was only giving them one medical extension. They needed to pay a certain balance in order to not have it shut off, and so I made the request for that here to CarePortal, and CarePortal met that request. That was a family whose homelessness was prevented, whose illness. I mean, now I've heard, the dad is like starting to get back to work. This is a family who wanted to take care of their own, who were doing all of the right things, and CarePortal has helped them continue on that path. The other story that I want to share is the most recent one, and that is about a 16-year-old boy who, because of early childhood neglect, teeth were in horrible shape, and they were in such bad shape that as a 16-year-old boy, the dentist made a decision to pull all of his teeth and give him dentures. The medical card wouldn't pay for the dentures because they said it was cosmetic. And talk about something that hit me, as a parent of now, older kids. You know how hard it is to be an adolescent in school, and you know what the struggles are for those kids just in general, just as being an adolescent. And the provider said, look, I'm not going to make these dentures unless you're going to pay for them. And so I sent that request out. That got the ball rolling, and just tonight I was able to close that request, that need is being met. And it's $450, it's not a huge need, but it is a tremendous need for that kid's social, behavioral, and emotional well-being. And I just can't wait to tell the caseworker tomorrow when I go into work that it's happening for him. From my perspective, we're not asking the churches to do our job. We're not asking you to investigate or assess child abuse or neglect, and we're not asking to for you to make choices about who you're helping or who you're not. We're kind of doing all of that work up front for you, and then at that point, it's the church's opportunity to prayerfully consider these requests and to meet the need as they feel called to meet the need. And I think that CarePortal is an amazing way to allow churches and the Public Child Welfare Agency in your community, right where you live, to come together to meet the needs of those around us.
If there's one thing that I want our CarePortal churches to know, it's that the gifts that you are giving are making a significant impact on the lives of those that we are serving. This year, we have helped a child stay out of a homeless shelter. We've helped grandparents to have the resources that they needed to raise their grandchildren. We have helped preserve foster and adopted placements, and we have also been able to help children reunify with their parents who are working very hard to get their lives back together and to have a second chance. So for all of that, I want to say thank you.